Hey guys, so you'll see I am looking really greasy and really shiny. That's because I just did my skincare routine. It is a little intimidating because there's a lot of steps, especially if you're not used to skincare, but this is basically what I do every night. I really think that makeup and skincare go hand in hand, but obviously if you don't have the time for any of this, you don't have the money for this, you don't have the luxury of being able to sit down and take care of your face for 30 minutes, don't stress about it. I recognize that I have a lot of free time and I'm lucky for that. But yeah, I'll show you guys how I remove my makeup, how I cleanse my face, how I moisturize it, how I hydrate it, and just how I take care of it at night. See you later. So I had a pretty eventful day today. I went to class, and then I went to mass, and then I went to the arcade. So I gotta wash all this shit off. So first, you're not supposed to rip off your eyelashes, but I'm lazy and I don't have the time to sit there with a cotton swab and try to rub all the glue off. Yeah, no, don't have time for that. Just rip that shit off. So since I have all this makeup on, I have some concealer, powder, my eyebrows, all of that. I'm gonna take a oil cleanser. This is the Squalene cleanser by The Ordinary. This is basically like a oily kind of balm. So you just put a little bit. And then I like to rub it between my fingers, kind of like to warm it up and melt it a little bit. And then just go over my eyes, just rub that shit in, and it'll start to break down all the makeup and kind of everything on your face. So you can already see it's like taking off. Ew! That's a bug! I'll kill that later. Took off my eyebrows. I really like the whole double cleansing method, which is using an oil cleanser and then going in with like a foaming or, you know, like a gel cleanser. I found that oil cleansers just really break down all the makeup, and there's only so much a face wash can do in terms of makeup. So just kind of go all around, just kind of breaks down everything really nicely. I didn't apply any makeup to my neck, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this off. Pat some of this off. This is the foaming cleanser I've been using recently. This is the Cetaphil Gentle Foaming Cleanser. Just pump it out. I have a big face, so I use 2 pumps. I'm just gonna put a little bit of water on my face. I realized maybe I shouldn't have pat my face dry because I was gonna wet it again anyways, but you know, logic. Then just go over this. This is more so to like clean my pores and also get rid of any of the makeup that I might have missed the last time with the oil cleanser. So just kind of go everywhere. This is a very gentle cleanser. I love it. It doesn't leave my face feeling dry or like squeaky or anything like that. It just leaves me feeling clean. So I really recommend this cleanser if you're looking for something gentle. I don't have sensitive skin, but I also don't want to be over drying it with, you know, like gel cleansers and stuff. So this one does the job. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse that off. Go ahead, pat my face again. It's important not to rub your face when you dry it. Otherwise you can irritate it. It's just really rough on your skin, so just pat it until it's dry. Okay. And it is the end of the night for me, so I'm just gonna take a shower and I'll come back. I like to do the oil cleansing, the foaming cleanser before I get into the shower to get all my makeup off, and just to be extra sure when I get out of the shower, my face is all clean, I'm all set, like a fresh base for all my skincare later. And I'm back. So after I've cleaned my face, gone out of the shower, like squeaky clean, what I like to do twice a week is this chemical exfoliating mask. This is from The Ordinary. This is the AHA 30% plus BHA 2% peeling solution. So basically you just apply this all over your face and then 10 minutes later you wash it off. And I like to use one of these like silicone brushes because it is an exfoliant and I don't want to be exfoliating my fingers as I rub it in, you know? I don't really want to rub it in, I just want it to lay on top of my skin. What's really cool about this one is it's like blood colored. Okay, look at that, that's fucking sick. Yeah, so this is a chemical exfoliating mask, and if you are not doing chemical exfoliating, you need to get on that. Oh god, it's dripping. So I only use this stuff twice a week. On every other day, I use this glycolic acid toning solution. It's basically a toner and a chemical exfoliant in one. If you are still using the St. Ives apricot scrub, please invest in something better. Okay, your skin deserves better. Please don't rub rocks all over it every day. As soon as the 10 minutes are up and I wash this stuff off, my face feels so smooth. But yeah, I really recommend incorporating some kind of chemical exfoliant into your routine, whether it's like a toner like this one or like a peeling solution that you do twice a week. This and the sheet masks have probably made the biggest difference in my skin since using them. It's so much better for your skin than to just like scrub it every single day with like some rough ass exfoliating scrub. Okay, so now that I look like a tomato, we're just gonna wait 10 minutes and we're gonna wash this stuff off. You don't want this stuff to sit in your skin for longer than 10 minutes. Minimum is 7, maximum is 10. Any longer, you're probably gonna burn your skin off. So just be careful with it. No joke, my skin feels so good right now. Okay, so now that I'm done with all the cleansing part of my routine, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my serum and my moisturizer, yada, 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 yada. I'm gonna move on to the hydrating and the nourishing and all the fancy stuff. Hi, I'm all over the place today. So like I said, I only use that peeling solution like twice a week, once a week maybe if my skin is going through something. So while my skin is clean and my pores are open, I guess, I'm gonna move on to serum. I've been using this vitamin C one from The Ordinary recently. This is the Ascorbyl glucoside. This is the Ascorbyl glucoside solution, the 12%, which is basically a fancy word for vitamin C. Just gonna droop, droop, and a droop. So like I said, my skin is pretty normal, so I'm not using any like salicylic acid or niacinamide. I'm just using this to eventually like brighten out my skin and to maybe lighten like some of these darker acne spots that I have down here, down on my chin, because when I get pimples, I can't stop myself from popping all of them. Is vitamin C for that? I don't know. I'm not an esthetician. So this serum is pretty cool because it leaves my skin almost like dry. Like it just absorbs like right into my skin and it leaves it kind of like this like good sticky, you know what I mean? So what I'm trying to say is it absorbs into your skin and it won't interfere with any of the other stuff that I use later. So I was told after using a serum or like any kind of acid, you want it to let it sit on your skin for a few minutes. Like let it like dry completely before you move on. Something about it like affecting the pH of your skin. I don't know, I'm not an esthetician. I just do what nice people on the internet tell me. Just gonna let this like absorb into my skin a little bit more, just a few minutes, and then I'm gonna move on to my sheet mask. Okay, so I think it's pretty much dried down. I originally wanted to use this Innisfree strawberry sheet mask, but I looked in the ingredients and this mask contains niacinamide. And basically niacinamide, I believe it cancels out the effects of vitamin C, or the two of them have some kind of bad reaction. But basically you don't ever use niacinamide and vitamin C at the same time, which is a shame because I'm pretty sure this one smells nice. But yeah, always read the ingredients of your sheet mask just to make sure it doesn't conflict with anything else you're using that same day whenever you're doing your skincare. So instead, I'm gonna use this rose sheet mask from Nature Republic. I have a few sheet masks in my collection. Yeah, me and my boyfriend go to New York maybe once, twice a year. And in New York, there's K-Town. And in K-Town, there's skincare stores. And in the skincare stores are sheet mask bundles. So I like to go ham. This one smells really pretty. It smells kind of like fruity, even though it's a rose mask. Don't know what that's about. It's cool though. There's a lot of essence on this. I saw the video of the Chinese guy putting it on like perfectly onto his face, but sorry, I'm not him and we're not Chinese. So I had to sneeze. Okay, so can you? Thanks. So I like to put on a sheet mask right after my vitamin C serum. I was told that putting on a sheet mask right after your serum is what really locks it in. Some kind of magic. I don't know. That's what I've been doing and it works. So I'm gonna stick with it. These Nature Republic ones are way too big for my face, but these are some of my favorite sheet masks, so I suffer through it. There's nothing like getting essence in your hairline. It's like funny to me because don't Asians like stereotypically have smaller faces or something? Like smaller features? Whose face is this big? What I like to do with sheet masks is, so there's this part like in between my like eyes and my nose that always kind of sticks up. So what I like to do is I just kind of rip it right here, just so that I have like one separate nose flap, and then I can press that down so it sticks nicely. I have started this like sheet mask every day kind of challenge. So it's like you do a sheet mask every single day, and supposedly your skin's supposed to look like freaking butter. So I've done it like 4 or 5 days in a row now. I lost count, but I have been doing it. And I have noticed that it's made my skin look a lot smoother recently. And you don't even need to use expensive sheet masks. I think it's just like the consistency of it and like making sure you keep at it. That's what's really good for your skin. So I have some that's like dripping down my neck. I'm just gonna rub that in. Have you seen that video of that girl and she's like a car alarm? She's like making the car alarm sounds. Ah! I know, I can't smell. Ah! Okay. Oh god, I ripped it. Sorry, this isn't a very aesthetic face mask application. Just gonna rub the rest into my neck because the first signs of Asian? Because the first signs of aging show up on your neck. So make sure that shit is moisturized. I mean, I'm only 19, so maybe I shouldn't care about aging, but whatever. Asian don't reason. All right, we'll come back in 15. Don't worry about the extra serum in this. I always use it to rub on my feet or rub it on my chest, my neck, or into my hands. This stuff is like liquid gold. I don't know what is in it, but it just makes my skin really soft. So I need the extra serum that's in the bag. I just rub it on my hands, my neck, whatever. Okay, so it's been like 15 minutes. A lot of people think that you have to leave sheet masks on until they dry. But no, you want it to dry a little bit, but once it dries a lot, you're actually sucking moisture out of your skin, or at least that's what pretty people on the internet say. So I think this is dried enough where I can take it off. So, you ready? Oh, that feels so good. I like to get the most out of my sheet mask, so what I do with this leftover, just rub a little bit onto my neck. Then I'm gonna hold on to this. So basically, I'm wearing shorts right now, so I'm just gonna leave it like on my thigh as I do the rest of this. Just gonna leave it there. I'll come back to it. So now that I'm glistening, I'm gonna rub it in. There's a lot of moisture on my skin, so just rub it in. Take your time with it. And before this gets the chance to reabsorb all the way into my skin and dry, I'm gonna use this hyaluronic acid from The Ordinary. Hyaluronic acid holds onto water really well, so you wanna apply it while your face is moist, either like after washing or if you missed your face or after you use a sheet mask or something. It just really holds on to that water and like, anyways, like I said, just holds onto water really well and just kind of brings it into your skin. I was reading that hyaluronic acid doesn't work if you live in a really dry environment because there's no water in the air for it to pull from. So if you're too lazy to sheet mask or if you don't have time, just mist your face with like rose water, aloe water, whatever you use, and then rub your hyaluronic acid into it. I've noticed this combination of the hyaluronic acid and using sheet masks has made my skin a lot smoother recently. Like my pores have gotten a little bit smaller and my pores have gotten less noticeable. So just really rubbing that in. I wish I just woke up looking like this. Like, this is crazy. And pat a little bit onto my lips as well. So after rubbing it in for a bit, my face is getting a little bit tacky. So while it's tacky, I just like to put on some moisturizer, just like seal everything in. This is the St. Ives Collagen Elastin Moisturizer. It's just a tub, and I know tubs are unsanitary, but oh well. If you're not too in-depth with skincare, you're probably thinking, why are you putting moisturizer on top of all the stuff you already put on? Basically, so to my knowledge, moisturizer is really good at holding in like whatever's on top of your skin and not letting moisture come out. But everything that I did before is hydrating my skin. So if you have really dry skin, you want to hydrate it first. Hyaluronic acid, the sheet mask, that. And then moisturizer is just gonna seal all that in to make sure moisture in your skin doesn't come out. Ouch. If you don't know what that is, you're too young, get off my channel. And so I'm pretty much done with this area. If my skin is really whack and really dry, I'll put on a sleeping mask on top of this. There's an Etude House one that I've been liking. I ran out of it, but I'll throw up a picture of it. Okay, so now my skin's all shiny. So if you're still wondering, yes, I still have the sheet mask laying on my thighs. And what I like to do with this, because it's still really wet and there's a lot of essence on it, I'm gonna rub this into my feet because my feet are kind of ashy. Give myself a nice little massage. I'm not a big foot person, mainly because I don't have enough money to get pedicures. And then over that, I just put on some ugly socks just to seal it all in and to make sure I don't get it all over my bed. I think sleeping with socks should be punishable by death. Like if you're going to bed with socks on, I don't trust you. But since I have all this good moisture on my feet, I'm just gonna wear socks to kind of seal it in. Okay, so that's pretty much my skincare routine at night. Yes, I do this like every night. Obviously, I'm not using the peeling solution every night, but I have been trying to do a sheet mask every single day. And I realized that skincare is a luxury, not a need. Pretty much all this stuff is stuff that I bought with my own money. And a lot of people don't really have money lying around to just buy like fancy skincare products. Like I'm broke, The Ordinary works really well and it's cheap, so you can try that. Like obviously this is a really in-depth routine. A lot of people don't have the time or patience or energy to do this at night. I just go to school, I don't work, so I come home, I have time to do all this and I'm really lucky for that. I've been pretty good about my skincare for the past like 2 years, I would say. Because as somebody who loves to do makeup, I think it's really important to have good skin underneath. Obviously, if you have like genetic acne and like scars, wrinkles, lines, that's not something you can control with moisturizer and serums. I take birth control for my acne and that's really helped me a lot. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that putting on moisturizer and sheet mask every day is gonna help that. It wasn't until I started taking medication where my acne really started to go away. But all this stuff that I do is just to kind of even out my skin tone, to make it smoother, make it look more plump, more youthful, because I'm trying to look 20 even when I'm 60. This is not something normal people have time for, and I recognize that. But yeah, I hope this was helpful. I get a lot of questions about my skincare. I really think that makeup and skincare go hand in hand. Foundation can only cover so much, and if you're actively working to moisturize your skin and even out your skin tone, you're gonna find yourself using less foundation. I've been wearing a lot less concealer recently, and if you're sleeping with your makeup on at night, please, for the love of God, just please, just take it off. But yeah, I think you'll find if you take really good care of your skin, when you go to put on makeup, it'll look better, it'll look smoother, it'll look more flawless. But obviously this is just something that I do and I like the result of it. But anyways, thanks for watching. I hope this answered questions. I get a lot of questions about my skincare and what I do. And it is pretty extra, but I guess I'm just an extra person. Thanks for watching. See ya.